I'm Ralph Nader, independent candidate for president. Today, October 14th, I sent a letter to Secretary of Treasury Hank Paulson. This is the Department of the Treasury. I want to read this letter in its entirety. Dear Secretary Paulson, apart from the dubious features of the $700 billion bailout of Wall Street, there is a serious question whether you have exhibited a fraction of the moral authority to govern in this perilous time. After all, you came from Goldman Sachs, sold your shares in 2006 for over $500 million, and now you've arranged for the innocent taxpayers of America to bear the brunt of the enacted bailout to save your colleagues on Wall Street. The American people would certainly support your setting an example and standing in solidarity with the taxpayers, workers, and prudent investors by contributing a fraction of your fortune, $200 million, to the $700 billion bailout fund. I say this for three reasons. One, you were part of the problem, lobbying Congress in 1999 and 2000 to deregulate and relax capital requirements. Taking the federal cop off the Wall Street beat opened the door to the reckless leveraging that inflated the current economic prices. Two, you clearly profited enormously from the speculative binge, over $500 million, it has been reported. And three, you're now requiring innocent taxpayers who had nothing to do with this turmoil to shoulder the entire burden for socializing the liabilities and the debt of Wall Street and other giant financial firms. This resulted from your comrades, the banksters, who tanked other people's money in a sustained orgy of excess and reckless behavior, as Dallas Federal Reserve Bank President Richard Fisher put it. Close observers also find it curious that you let Lehman, a well-known competitor to your old firm, Goldman Sachs, collapse, but you managed to find more than $112 billion to save AIG, the financial insurance giant, which has intricate ties with Goldman Sachs and might have taken down Goldman Sachs had it been allowed to absorb the consequences of its casino capitalism. These and other conflicts of interest are presently being investigated by the House Oversight and Government Reform Committee, chaired by Congressman Henry Waxman. As you ponder this request to voluntarily share in the sacrifice, consider that $200 million is what Goldman Sachs biographer Charles Ellis estimates that you have saved from a privileged tax law designed to benefit wealthy political appointees like you, who place their fortunes in blind trusts and are thereby exempted from paying capital gains on any sales. Give some of it back, Mr. Paulson, for some justice and a contribution to the public trust and confidence you purportedly seek to revive in the financial services industry. It's the only fair thing to do. Sincerely yours, Ralph Nader.